Hello, my lovely starborns. Welcome to your collective reading. Now, I want you to check out this Schumann resonance chart from August 13th and 14th. And right at the helm of the Lionsgate portal, it shows something massive happening to Earth's energy field. I mean, seriously, off the charts. See those big white stripes? Those mean the frequencies were so high and sustained for so many hours, they basically blew past what our current tools can even measure properly. And I'm hearing a siren in the background. So those whiteouts, that's when the planet got flooded with light energy at levels our instruments just couldn't fully capture. Wild, right? Then look at the pretty blue-green rings. Now those harmonic patterns show multiple layers of frequency activating all at once. So it's like different energy levels or dimensions were blending together. Now, what causes these huge surges? It's like a cosmic cocktail, when streams of energy from different space, big solar flares, galactic alignments, they all line up perfectly and they pure they pump pure high vibe code straight into Earth's field. And get this, it's amplified by all of us tuning in by our collective focus and heart energy. So when we connect like that, we actually help power up the whole system, the entire grid. Plus, this year, that Syrian energy, it's really not whispering. It's like a screeching dragon waking from a long slumber, and it's trying to wake up since past year or so. But this year it's really like I think one eye is open at least, at least one, yeah. So it's adding serious power to the mix. So let's talk about ascension symptoms. Basically, I was feeling a bit weird and I couldn't put my finger on it as to what was happening. And then today I checked the Schumann resonance and I was like, holy F, makes sense. Now it makes sense. So, maybe you're feeling very, very sleepy or like drained, like your body is doing heavy internal upgrades, maybe a bit feverish, some of you headachy or just generally off physically, like your system's recalibrating. Some of you have this deep need for solitude. Maybe you just want to curl up and be quiet. Vipassana style, no need to chatter. That is also possible. It's going to be different for everyone, maybe a mix of all these symptoms. And maybe there is an intense pull to meditate, like your inner guidance is screaming for stillness to integrate this light. So here's the key, this isn't the flu. These are classic ascension symptoms, signs that your physical and energy bodies are working overtime to integrate these powerful incoming light codes. Very chaotic, right? That's why I call them chaos light codes. So your body is literally upgrading its operating system. So listen to it. If you need rest, rest. If you need quiet, honor that. If meditation calls, go within. Don't fight it. This is the time to just be and allow the integration to happen. Pushing through will only make it harder. So these intense frequencies are doing deep work. They help open up our hearts and minds to remember who we really are. And some of you draconic codes could be lighting up too. So today we are going to use the dragon deck to get some messages from the celestial dragons as well as the planetary dragons. So we'll see who is more active. Yeah, I think they all are because okay, I'm not gonna get into my personal experiences, but yeah, okay, we'll wait for the reading. Now, these frequencies, they help dissolve old heavy stuff, and it's basically speeding up your personal awakening for sure, but um, it's also taking you towards that unity. The message about unity, personal freedom, and abundance land more easily when we do this work, when we are on the journey of ascension. So basically, during these powerful windows, especially riding the Lionsgate wave with the Syrian dragons roar, the veil between words gets thinner, and that inner nudge to step into your true purpose gets way louder. So if you feel rushed, remember you just have to be right now. So here's the thing, these aren't just random blips on a chart, okay? And what you're feeling isn't random. So I'm saying this is the actual pulse of Earth's upgrade, really like carrying the very codes you came here to help anchor. So ground yourself, yeah, and listen to your body, ride the wave, listen to your body for sure, and trust the process. Now let's get into our tarot reading. Okay, so let's ask Spirit, what is up? What do we need to know about this time period? The intense portal that is at its peak. That's what it feels like, Of course, it's not exactly on the 8-8. I mean, that is a collective consciousness creation, but it actually aligns later, and that's what I'm feeling, because just look at the energy. You all can feel it, I'm pretty sure. So let's see what's happening. Spirit, talk to us. Lovely starborns. Messages from lovely starborns. Okay, ready? Deep breaths, deep breaths. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Hold it till 4, count to 4. Hold it for 5 to 6. I don't know what I'm saying. Yeah, hold it for 5 to 6. And then breathe out from your mouth for 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay? Okay. The starborn. This is what is happening. The egg is cracking. Why? Because the sword just split. The timeline is splitting, you know. And I cannot make this up. Can we ever make this up? Or is this a blessing? The kiss. The mother, and I'm talking about the dragons, right? Who is the mother here on this planet? The planetary mothers protecting the mother. They're all draconic dragons. They're dragons. And you do have that draconic energy, because serpents are very much the same. But look at that, the pearl. Wow, and that's the magician energy, and the mentor. That's the emperor. That's the empress. It's definite. It's spooky how these cards are coming out. I'm being guided to pull some light activations to cards. I mean, okay, I'm spacey, you guys. Bear with me. Okay, the starborn, the sword, and the kiss. Okay, ready. Oh, this really wants to show itself in Earth. Inner Earth beings, the dragons. I'm telling you, the dragons are up, and so are those quotes in your very DNA. Okay, star being healing codes. What is happening with it? Crystal skull, wisdom, clarity, divine healing, high vibrational energy. See, one part, like that one timeline is dying out of your life, and the skull very much represents death. But this is a crystal skull, and you know, the new incoming energy it's like, and I'm seeing a lot of Andromedan energy too here. Okay. Halls of the Mente initiation, that is a blessing here. Secrets revealed, treasures uncovered, initiations, that's the kiss of initiation. And look who's underneath. Sword of light, breakthrough. Quartz cut, divine protection, quartz cut, that is why the timeline is splitting. For my lovely starborns, the ones who are doing the work, and the ones who are going to repeat the lessons, they are on a different timeline. That is what is happening here. There's a crack here, you know. And there's divine protection here for sure, especially with the mother showing up as the overall energy. So even here it says recharging, you know, important info is coming in, especially through these codes, these light codes, you know. So if you feel like wrestling with this, I cannot stress this enough. You need to give yourself that space, that time to just be right now. So before we start, I mean, we have already started, but before I tell you what more I see, I want to pull some dragon cards on this deck, this beautiful deck. The Dragon's Oracle, the Pride of Dragons. Mirror Realm, see? Pride of the Fallen. I did see number 1 somewhere right underneath. Yeah, this is number 1, this is number 2. Yeah, there's like a total split that I cannot really like stress this enough. See? It's almost like 2 dragons. One is looking this way, the other one is looking that way. And look who's underneath among the stars. 32, Pride of the Heavenly. The starborn is here, so yeah, there's like a clear split happening for sure. Final. Okay, ready. Drops of a 0. I love the blue dragon. Pride of the Earthly, and 9. Number 9. See? In the year of the 9, Chinese year of the 9, this is what is happening. Infinite embodiment. Why? Because of this. Okay, this is crazy. Again, blue purple energy, higher chakra, super active. I don't know why I'm whispering. Well, another purple energy, silent muse. This is the blessing. Pride of the Earthly. And what was I telling you? If you want to be quiet, you don't want to talk to anybody, you just want to be that, do that, you know. Pride of the Earthly. Number 15. The Lord of the Matter, number 15. And let's see what's your overall energy. Another purple god. I can't make this up. What is going on? Okay, look, here's purple. There's a bit of purple here. A lot of purple. Dreams I dream. Pride of the Heavenly. Look at him. He's a sleeping dragon. Crazy. So obviously it's about the higher chakras, which goes very well with the Syrian portal. And Syrian energy is very much golden, blue, and purple. I don't know how I know that, but I just know it. Okay, and I want to pull some starseed oracles, and then I'll tell you your message. Relax. Okay. Beautiful. Oh my god, look at that. Big picture thinking. Star family. Crazy. But let's see. Contact. I'm hearing contact. Final. Okay, we're ready, ready, ready. The cards are supercharged, you guys. The void. It's like that fresh start, you know? Wait. And you are not alone. I'm telling you, contact family, your star family. Something big is happening this year. Crazy. Deep cellular healing. I mean, can't make this up. Arcturus energy here, physical and emotional healing. That is why the void is here, because it's like a reboot. It's like a reboot here. Okay, let me show you all your cards. How do I do that? I cannot, but yeah, you've seen it. Now I will tell you what I see here. Okay, so I sat with this energy, and it's beautiful how everything is connecting here, obviously. So now with the Starbone showing up as to what is happening, this is your soul awakening to its cosmic lineage, especially with the blue dragon here, who is a water dragon. And you know, there is also a resurgence of Syrian, Lemurian, Atlantean memories, and there's a magnetic pull towards the stars, surge as like a, you know, your dormant DNA activates. There could be a sudden nostalgia for home, star home, you know, and the heightened night sky synchronicities. Also, what I see here is there's gender purification and emotional alchemy that is at play here with the blue dragon, the Zeo dragon. He's the water dragon, and the Lightworkers are basically experiencing a very, very deep cleansing of stagnant energies, you know, be it emotional, physical, spiritual. So water dragons are dissolving all blockages in auras and chakras, making space for new frequencies, especially with the void being here, because this is not forceful. It's a tactful, flowing release, you know. Many are feeling called to water energy, like maybe you want to go to the ocean, the rivers, want to spend time around your local lakes and all of that, you know, you're enjoying the rain, it's monsoon time back in South Asia, Southeast Asia, Asia, yeah, Eastern Asian countries. Now, to amplify this with the void energy, you know, there's like, this is what is about the sacred pause and surrender. Okay, so let's clarify. Okay, now, yeah, I was saying you're in a collective cosmic womb here, with the void being here, you know, the great cosmic womb, and this is a necessary stillness where old cycles and new seeds incubate unseen. Though it may feel like nothing is really happening, there's like a profound restructuring that is occurring beneath the surface. So resistance to this stillness can create fatigue. So it's very important to surrender in order to be renewed. So let's see. Yeah, slow moving energy. Yes, you have to do this in order to gain this, you know, letting go. Again, cups, water with the water dragon. Now we also have the galactic healing and frequency upgrades underneath this card. Yeah, star beings. Now energies are basically being transmitting light codes through your energy centers here, right? Your chakras. Now, this is a direct download for emotional as well as physical and spiritual recalibration, especially with the Four of Wands. It's very foundational, you know. You need to ground this. Many light workers could be feeling like overwhelmed by 3D chaos, you know, and hence the need to just, you know, hermit, get in this hermit mode, and that is what is required. You need to retreat is encouraged here, you know. This is about receiving before you can serve. So yeah, it's like a rebirth of a sort. There's this urge to withdraw, perhaps emotional waves, you know, fatigue. You need to understand that this is alchemy. This is not stagnation of any sort. Now let's look at why all of this is happening, because with the sword there, this is all about, guess what, you obviously know it, right? The soul is severing karmic ties to 3D illusion, as well as the timeline that you're getting out of. I told you there's a split happening in the timeline, so you're obviously choosing the higher one. Okay, because we have infinite embodiment here. So it's about what is this about? This demands ruthless discernment here, releasing relationships, habits, and beliefs that dim your light, basically. If there could be sudden endings, there could be confrontations, there could be, like, you know, just people provoking you, and the unnecessary chaos and all of that. You just have to allow it to dissipate. That's what I'm getting here, you know. You have to learn to say no during this time. There is emotional release here. Now, the sword is definitely clearing space for your heart to become a self-sustaining stargate. Each one of you are becoming a stargate. That is what this energy is. You know, there's this divine timing with the weight being here, you know, and divine timing demands patience. The cuts must be precise, not rushed. Trust the pause. especially with crystal skull wisdom here, the clarity is being provided for the decisive action that is to be taken. So downloads can manifest as aha moments right now, like, oh, out of nowhere. It's like this inner wisdom coming to light. So infinite embodiment is sort of like the destination here. Wait is how you get there, and crystal skull is the guidance for the sword work. You're cutting cords not to lose, but to reclaim sovereignty. Talk about that. Look, again, the seed that needs to grow with the chariot. I mean, this is beautiful. This is so, so amazing. Let's see how all of this is a blessing. But, what I'm also getting, mm, all this clearing is also leading to self reunion of a sort. Mm. So nothing is actually lost here, because you're cutting out things that do not align with love. You're releasing things with grace here. So yeah, let's see how all of this is a blessing for my lovely starborns. Discernment and the moon. Like, okay, many of you, like, you you understand this cocoon phase that you're in. So it's like the blessing is sort of like an initiation in itself, which is going to allow you to channel galactic light without like burnout. There won't be any burnout. You are reaching that point of healing where your own presence alone is healing to others. And definitely heightened manifestation here, because there is this heart coherence that is happening. So it's time to, like, all of this is leading to a place and time, and yeah, space time, where you'll be thriving in community without losing your individuality here. So you're basically not ascending, you're remembering how to be human in your full galactic splendor. Okay, and that is, of course, ascension in general terms, but it is so much more, because it's like you are the Stargate, if it makes sense. You are the Stargate here. Because a halls of MNT underneath is like it's activating your ancient gifts, energy healing, alchemy, whatever it is for you. It's different for each one of you. So that is coming in. There's an initiation coming in for sure. And then you can go down that rabbit hole, being the silent muse that you are. And that, because the silent muse basically teaches your presence, the stillness where self-love blossoms. That's why the kiss thrives in this quiet contemplation. And with you are not alone as the blessing. Community becomes a mirror for your inner union, basically. So isolation dissolves as you attract resonant souls, because that is true union, right? That is what is up here. Beautiful. Tell us more about the blessings. Rebirth. It's a rebirth that is in place, and you just have to allow it, especially the workups. You have to allow it to unfold. Meditation is key. Goes without saying, like, meditation is key here. So self-union here, the kiss here is fueling your full expression of your cosmic purpose, which is the Starborn card that you are. So, and this heart coherence here is attracting the soul tribe collaborators for your mission here, each one of you. And the space cleared by the sword invites deep self-reunion. So yes. And there's also past life recall, especially with halls of MNT being here. So tapping into the Akashic records. And this is also the time when you leave behind whatever is soul draining to you, be it work, be it your own thought patterns, be it or anyone else's projections. You gotta have to let it go, and I think that's what you're doing here. Yeah. Okay, so that's all I see. I'll see you in the next one. Take good care of yourself. Bye.